Friday again. Happy Friday. This is the last of the batch of squares that I have made up. And then I'll, make some more, but every other Friday they've been coming out. I've been showing them to you. So this puts us a ways off. I still got more to make. I do. And I owe you a picture. I will lay them all out and take a picture and post it to the end of this video, okay? So first up, I worked on Begonia. I love that song, Scarlet Begonia. It was a very pleasant flower to work on. You have the solid center, just one row. They do some nice little, not really puffs. They're taking 2 stitches and combining them with 4 double crochets. Some fun little chaining in there. The green added a nice little leaf, which I had to change up. And I don't have any orange. Furthermore, the orange needed to be all my greens because I'm trimming these all up in green. Where's the front? Where's the back? Here we go. I like this one. I like the dark purple and the lavender together. But I couldn't do these leaf clusters in the green because my outline border was green. I didn't think of that when I chose green. I was just thinking grass for the blanket. I was thinking like all grass on the Afghan and then like flowers sticking off of it. Oh. I like it. It counts. It's good. I should send these pictures. You know what? When I get it all done, I'll have Amanda take a picture for me and send it to Claire. My good friend Claire. I've spent a whole year with Claire. She has no idea who I am. But someday when she looks at my picture and I say, hey, you know what? My friend Amanda stitched this together for me. She's going to pat us on the back. Pansy. I have wanted to make this one from the very beginning. I think that is such a smart, clever design. And it's 3D motif, of course. We had to add the 3D motif. So for this one, you go ahead and you make a classic granny square as your foundation. And then you work up the pansy. The pansy is 1, 2, 3, 4 rounds. You're flipping the petals forward as you're working on the one behind, as you're working around. So it all comes together really quick. And there is some color changing, but that's okay because in the diagram of the stitches is printed in the color that you're working on. So even though you look at a diagram in black and white out of a magazine, it looks very intimidating. Whereas the rows, they just look scattered all over the place. By Claire making each round a different color and the color that you're using, it really helps your mind and your eyes separate what you're currently working on and what will be next, so you know that your layout is falling together, right? All right, here's my pansy. There's my pansy. I was still messing around with the embroidery from the Friday before the Friday. I added a little bit of detail around it. I tacked the petals down a little bit because mine, from pulling them forward and working behind, was really wonky, and it wasn't tacked down well. And so then I add just some little spike stitches with the tail as I was sewing it on. I like it. I like this one. This one was a fun one to work on. Again, I just see this as a flower that would be fun to put on other things. If you made it out of cotton, you could even sew it on as a patch. All these little sorry, I'll have to put an oops on that. All these little flowers would be amazing little patches to give friends if you're part of a garden club or a farm girls club. All right, that's it. That was 2, 4, 6 that I sat and made at one time, and I'm spacing them out for you. So this is the end of that bunch. I will sit and work on some more in my leisure. That's definitely something I'm enjoying about this flower deck, is that I don't have a deadline on it, and I've made sure I'm consistent with working on them by pacing myself, you know, 2 every other week. The cards don't take very long to work up at all. It's been a nice little something to look forward to. I look at my calendar and I go, oh, it's a flower deck week. I need to whip up some flowers. And before I know it, I have a little stack made to share with you. Yeah. So the box is bursting at the seams now. Got all the newer ones in there. They don't fit very well. I'm going to go lay them out. I'm going to go lay them out and get you a good picture. I owe you one. So hold on. I'll be right back with a picture. Have a great weekend. Bye, friends. I'll see you soon.